Welcome, everyone. We also have a wild Joey with us today to start the stream off again. We're going to have him come every time for Saturday streams.
Hello, motherfucker.
What's up, Cynical? How you doing? Teresa, how you been? How was your week? Me too, Teresa. In more ways than just coming to the stream.
Whoa. Yo, the feisty.
Hold on, we need to mute Joey so we can't hear him. We all do like it when Joey comes. Boy's been sick with scarlet fever all week, so it's been a bit meh. Oh, well, we're gonna cheer you up, okay? We're gonna cheer you up.
Yeah, we need to.
We're here to cure scarlet fever for your boys today.
That's what we do.
Also, we're live on Rumble. Also, we're gonna try that out. We'll see what happens there. We're live on 3 platforms. I was like, might as well try it. If anyone's watching from Rumble, welcome. I doubt it, but aw, antibiotics aren't as cool as Joey and I though curing it. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. We are.
What's up? How you doing? I sent out your shirt, Soniku Min Metal. I just sent that out yesterday. I don't think I'm actually live on Rumble. It says I'm. I guess it's not working. I didn't think it was gonna work.
I don't even know what Rumble is.
I know, Joey doesn't even know what it is. Oh no, we are live on Rumble. Holy shit. I'm checking to see if anyone's watching over here. You need a new one? We have all sizes, from small to triple XL. Why'd you get it too big? I guess you can't go wrong with it too big, right? Look, it's a wild Joey. Watch him in his element. Look at him. Look at him. Dance for him, Joe. Hey, don't stop dancing. We didn't say stop. What's up, Chewbacca? This is our new starting soon screen is Joey dancing.
Oh fuck!
Live.
No. People don't get to see.
Yeah, why'd you stop? Look at somebody just redeemed
What?
points for dancing. Look at. Hey, Chewbacca, how you doing? Welcome. They're waiting for you to dance. Just saying.
Chewbacca.
Did you just say Chewbacca? You
Yeah,
just said that right.
Chewbacca.
Welcome, Sonder. How you doing?
I want to. That's what it's supposed to be.
And I see what you're going through.
You're gonna come up with another song?
We did come out with another song. We recorded a song last night. It's gonna come out probably tomorrow, whenever I find time to mix it.
Really?
Yeah. I know, P-Bog. I just want to give Joey shit, okay? Yeah, thanks you for the follow. Even though that happened yesterday, you're probably not here. I'm so ready. I'm double fisting some coffee. We know we love double fisting coffee here. If you're not double fisting coffee, you're not doing it right.
Bro, if you're not double fisting, you're not fisting it at all.
I know. You got your. Here on Dicodec, we fist properly, okay? Proper fisting.
Proper fisting, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, I'm all festive too for this stream. Look at.
Oh my God, you are festive. Why are you festive?
I don't know. Why not? Why not? Who said it had to be one part of the year? Truth is, all I had was work clothes, and then I realized I gave Teresa all my shirts because she's turning it into an epic wall piece of all my Japanese bands shirts that I have. And this is the only thing I had. So it was either wear Smoothie King shirt or wear this. And I chose this.
I say good choice, bro.
Because this is my favorite sweater ever, okay? Shout out to Janine. And I cherish this sweater, you know? It's all good when you have, you know, Joey and me on a shirt. Double fisting sounds like my last weekend.
Damn.
Well, yeah, ugly sweater season is over, and luckily this is not an ugly sweater, Pubaka.
Yeah, you would
this
lose
is
that
a
contest.
fucking beautiful sweater, very stylish, amazing. It's the greatest sweater ever. So you're right. You're right. I didn't have an ugly sweater this year. All I had was a beautiful sweater this year, and you know, so why not wear it outside of that?
Why not? You should wear it all the time. So you are in Texas.
It's an ugly alien and a beautiful sweater. Agreed, Teresa. Agreed.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
Why
I'm
not?
going to even touch that.
Why?
No, because you're a beautiful man. I'm not.
I love it when you touch things, though. My internet sucks, but great sweater. No, oh Janine. Well, yeah, I mean, you can. You're like right across the street. You can just like watch from the casting couch behind me.
Yeah, or you could just go across the street.
Janine and I recorded a song last night, and it came out really good. We're gonna get that mix up. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a surprise song too. I don't think anyone's gonna be expecting us to do.
You just said it.
I didn't say. It's a surprise song that nobody expected us to do.
But you just said it's a song, so now they're not going to be surprised. Now they're expecting
It's a surprise song, meaning they don't know the name of it.
It's not a surprise song if you just told everybody that.
Well, they won't know the name of it, Joey. That's what I mean.
Oh, so the name is a surprise. The song is not the surprise, but the name is.
You're starting off. I don't want to argue this morning, okay? This is supposed to be peace, happy. Look, don't make me take the sweater off.
You wouldn't dare.
I would. I'll rock the Smoothie King shirt. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, guys, for the late stream. I had a meeting this morning, management meeting. Had to put some kids in line this morning, make sure they behave. You know, save the arguing for Sunday. Yes. Go to Scene Speak, okay? Scene Speak is our other channel. Scene Speak podcast. Because if you just type in Scene Speak, you'll never find us for some reason. I'm so curious. Let me go into Rumble. Let's see if anyone's there. There's 2 viewers in Rumble. We got 2 viewers.
Ooh,
2.
What is Rumble? I don't know what that is.
Rumble's another platform that
platform after platform.
I know. Well, it's either my options was TikTok, Instagram, or Rumble. I chose Rumble. It seemed the most normal.
The one I never heard of. At least I heard of the other ones.
You heard of the other one? I Rumble. There's one person. Well, I paid for like the streaming thing, right? So like, might as well use all 3 because I only use YouTube and this one. Yeah, pick the one no one is on. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone would like really watch from TikTok. Well, I don't know how TikTok will work because it's all vertical, right? So how would that work? How would that work? You know what I mean? I'll try TikTok next time. We'll try it next time.
You should.
Typical Ellen move. All right, guys. We got an interesting topic that you guys brought up to us in the Discord server. So, Japan's most controversial idol group, BIS, is what we're going to talk about today. And Joey brought up a good point before we started the stream. What is an idol group? According to Google, According to Google, an idol group is a group of entertainers who are marketed for their image and appeal. They are often singers, but may also be trained in acting, dancing, and modeling. Idols are usually managed by talent agencies and are promoted through merchandise and endorsements. Examples of idol groups, guys. AKB48, which is hilarious because reminds me of when Joey made Eric watch one of the AKB48 songs.
Yes, I did.
And completely ruined my buddy Eric's life.
Yes.
Hence
yes,
why-
I did, because it was the summer, one of the summer edition videos, and poor Eric, he'll never be able to let that go. I don't think he's ever gonna forgive me on that one.
Yeah, I don't think he is either because Eric didn't realize. You didn't realize how old they were in the video that Joey had us watch, and
It's
yeah,
a
it was
catchy
hilarious.
song.
So
You guys were just distracted by what was the visuals, and you didn't even listen to the song.
well, the funny thing is, Joey was like Eric was more disturbed by the thoughts in his head that he didn't say out loud, which was hilarious. Like, so he was like feeling guilty about something he didn't even say out loud, which is hilarious in itself.
He felt guilty from his internal thoughts.
Yeah, his internal thoughts. He felt guilty for his
That's
internal
rough.
thoughts. That is rough. Yeah, you're an asshole. How do you feel about it? You are a dick, Joe, for doing that
See,
to Eric.
unlike Eric, I don't feel guilty.
By the way, shout out to Pubaka for all the gift of subs. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. So, Morning Musume is another reference that they brought up. They had the consecutive top 10 singles for any Japanese artist. I don't even know who that is. So, you ready for the controversial one in here? Baby Metal was labeled on here. Japanese idol group whose third studio album was highest charting Japanese language album on the US Billboard 200 chart. The reason why I say controversial with Baby Metal is because nobody wants to say that they're an idol group.
Of course they don't. And the reason for that is because the people who generally, I think, again, this is an opinion, that the people who are listening to Baby Metal are people who like listening to rock and metal, right? And if they are a bit older, the idea of them telling them, like, oh, you listen to an idol group, I don't think so. Yeah, you're like, no, I don't listen to idol groups. No, I listen to metal. Well, you listen to Baby Metal. And so I think the idea, the concept of the older generation listen to idol groups, probably not going to go over well. So
Yeah, I agree. And this is where I say, fucking get over it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? I fucking love Baby Metal. Whatever. I don't care. So, like, I don't know. I don't get why people are so hung up on that idol word and why that's so controversial with a bunch of groups.
Dude,
I know you
dude,
just
think
explained it, but I can't.
No.
I can't accept it.
No. Who comes up in your head? Tell me. Who naturally comes up in your head when I say idol? When I think of an idol group or an idol single?
I think of young girls singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Immediately. So yeah,
Right.
immediately.
And you're
That's what
thinking
comes
of
to my
like
head.
pop music,
And
right?
pop
Like,
music.
idol
I think
has
pop
been
music
pop
too.
music,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, that's not Baby Metal. Like, well, they are girls dancing and singing. That's what they're doing, right? And
Do
there's
metal
also the
music.
kind-
Do metal
Yeah,
music.
right? And what makes an idol, right? Like, if someone is going to be an idol, there has to be somebody who is going to influence the genre, influence the music and music going forward, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you listen to a lot of older stuff too, like listen to Metallica, in a sense, they are an idol when you consider like the effect they had on music and the genre going forward.
Yep.
And how everybody used them as an influence going forward in their music, right?
Yeah.
So, in a sense, they're like an idol's 80s music, right? Like, come on.
Baby Metal is probably like also one of the most influential Japanese groups ever, out of Japan. They're definitely one of the top 5 most influential groups from there. When I
music,
not just influencing Japanese music in general, but just Western music. I mean, come on. Would we have Electric Callboy without Baby Metal? Baby Metal was doing that stuff before Electric Callboy was.
Whoa,
right?
Whoa! You just threw out some
with the dancing
David.
vibes, with the dance vibes, with the fun music. Like they made it. I feel like they made that popular. In my opinion,
for like rock music.
Yeah. Like they made that made it cool to like have fucking fun metal songs, dude. Have you listened to Electric Callboy, Joey?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god, dude, they came out with a new song. It's just so fun. I can't. They're just like how baby metal is. Like it's just you listen to them. It's just a fucking blast to listen to them.
Yeah.
It's so good. By the way, if you're waiting for my reaction for that, it will be coming out soon. I put up a video about it. It should be up in next 48 hours or so. So, but thank you so much for the gift of sub, Teresa. I appreciate it. Oh, we got a hype train too going on. But
oh sure.
yeah, I'm glad to see right now on the Twitch chat you guys talking about how, don't be hung up on the whole idol thing, like Blitz was saying in the chat. I mean, yeah, you're just getting hung up on these terms of stuff, and there's no reason to get hung up on it. Just say you like the group or whatever, and just fuck all the noise. All right.
Yeah. Fuck all the noise. Just enjoy music. Just listen to music and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Who cares what title they may have?
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much, Cynical, for the gift of sub. Yeah, we're a level 2 hype train. All right, so we're gonna watch this video that was put out by Nihan John.
The video? The video?
Yeah, Nihan John put out this video right here. Oh, look, we got double Joey.
Oh shoot!
And yeah, so this is Japan's most controversial anti-idol group, BIS. So we're gonna listen to this and talk about it.
We're going back to the anti-idol side of things, and if there's one group that we must talk about when it comes to anti-idols, it would be this one. They were known for their rather provocative music video.
So anti-idol is like the opposite of like that feel-good, like they're going against the norms or whatnot, right? Is that accurate, chat? Like they're not doing baby metal style of lyrics, it's more like against stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, isn't that like some metal music is like that? You have a whole genre of punk music.
Yeah. Exactly. Just like that. Yep.
Okay.
Insane performances and
like
equally
edgy,
insane fans.
More or less.
By popular request, in this episode of Otaku Files, we talk
Okay.
about the legendary alternative idol group BIS. Most of us outside of Japan may not be aware of some of the more interesting personalities within the Japanese otaku landscape. So I thought I'd do a little video series and try to shed some light on these individuals. This is
what does that mean, otaku landscape?
Well, the landscape, I'm not really sure what they mean by landscape. It's because otaku are those people who are really into anime and manga and video games. Like they're the people like they don't leave the house. They just stay in there. Scott.
Oh, our friend Scott. Okay.
An American otaku. That's him. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow, Luis. Appreciate it. That's funny.
Yeah.
For Brand New Idol Society, or Shinsei Idol Kenkyukai in Japanese, BIS were an alternative idol group that were active from around the end of 2010 up until a few months ago as of this recording. During that period, they also disbanded twice. Currently, BIS's timeline is broken down in generations. The first gen being from 2010.
I guess that would be considered anti-idol group, right? They're just humping each other on stage. Okay. They were stripping down naked too in the beginning.
I saw that. Like
the second gen from
right
2016 to 2019, and the third gen that started from around a month after the second gen's disbandment in 2019. For this video,
more of a
though, we
shock
will mainly be
factor.
focusing on the first gen and their formation, as well as their reputation. Now, to talk about BIS's origins, we need to talk about the group's former leader and the one considered to be BIS's founder, Pu Rui. Originally from Yono, located in Saitama, Rui actually started off as a solo artist around 2009, calling herself New Age Rock Icon. Definitely starting out big. Her manager at the time was Watanabe Junnosuke, who would actually become the founder of the music production group WAC, and would also help Rui start BIS, as well as be involved in their overall production. WAC would be known to have a number of more non-traditional idol groups under them, such as BIS from their second generation, Bish, ASP, Gang Parade, and so on. Now, Rui had always been into music and admired many different singers. She even started a band during middle school within the school's music club. Unfortunately,
Middle school, man. Imagine being able to just start a band in middle school.
We tried to.
What? Not middle school. We didn't start until high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We didn't do that until high school. Actually, believe it or not, guys, Joey's the reason why I started playing music. I wasn't playing anything. He was playing before I was.
You're fucking welcome. Because
I wanted to play drums originally, and then Joey was like, "Bro, just play guitar. Like it'll be easier. It'll be easier. You could just get a guitar. It'll be much faster to get." and he told me this like near the end of middle school, and that's why I started saving up my lunch money to eventually be able to afford a guitar. And I bought a first act guitar that fell fucking apart. We were holding it up with toothpicks for the machines to keep them to keep the machines inside the guitar. I played it so much. When I got that guitar, I don't think Joey realized how obsessive my personality was up until that point and addictive it was. So when I got the guitar, I was obsessed because the thing that came easy for me with music was fretting, just like being able to coordinate right away. I've been playing video games since we were like, what? Fucking 5. So like we had the hand-eye coordination for it. So it was just easy. And then like just start playing and I'd just play hours and hours and hours and hours. I really wish I could get back to playing for hours and hours again. Those are like some awesome times, just playing those constantly.
Yes. But we unfortunately have become adults and we have to do the adulting thing. And, and timing has become difficult.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
But I did notice in chat, and this is the first time in my life, I think, that I have been hashtagged.
Hashtag blame Joey. Yeah. No, that's not the first time. Dude, bro, you know you have a lot in Scene Speak. What are you talking about?
I do?
All right, let's keep this video rolling.
Oh,
abolished, but she started another band during high school, which even included members from other schools.
Thank you all for the hype train.
Even played at some small music venues known as Daibuhouse in Japanese. She was serious about entering the world of showbiz, and even took a number of auditions from her 3rd year of high school. The one she managed to pass was an audition set up by the indie record company Tsubasa Records, titled Kawashima Ai ni Tsuzuke Major Debut Audition, which we can translate as Follow in the Footsteps of Kawashima Ai, the audition to make your major debut. For those that don't know, Kawashima Ai was a prolific singer-songwriter who unfortunately ended up stopping her activities in 2023 due to ongoing complications from vocal cord surgery. She was made to take on the name Purui, as essentially instructed within an email sent by Junnosuke explaining that it meant for him in French. She would then make her debut as the sort of protege of Kawashima Ai, singing only love songs, which apparently was the concept she was given. Now, you might be wondering, where do idols come into the picture? Well, Rui was actually a massive fan of idols, especially Morning Musume. She particularly admires
we just talked about her.
I also have a video on Morning Musume for anyone interested. Her solo activities as an artist, though, weren't going that particularly well, and as a way to market her, Junnosuke contacted Ototoi, a fee-based music distribution website that also shares music-related news. The plan was to put up regular stories or articles based on Rui for a year. However, in the course of their conversations, one of Ototoi's editors noticed that she spoke passionately about idols, and then suggested, if you like them so much, why don't you become an idol yourself?
I mean, yeah, idols, it's in the name. It's there to influence people to hopefully do music or set some good example, But so that's when it gets funny, when you have the anti-idol thing come up.
Yeah, well, I get it.
Because you don't want to follow an anti-idol, right? You want to follow an idol. Technically, that when you hear in English, I guess in English, that's what it would like. You idolize that person, right? You look up to that person, and like the anti-idol in my head would be like, oh, that's somebody you don't want to really like follow and
don't
want to
follow that person.
Yeah. I mean, it's good, but I don't know.
Well, I get it for Japan in the sense for like their culture and how strict they can be, and so I get what the anti-idol thing. I get it because they're very strict about everything when it comes to their education, when it comes to just it's so hard. I know when we go there, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. And so I can get it, like wanting to be able to preach out, to go out and be like, yes, I'm going to do exactly what they told me not to do, what they tell us not to do. I'm going to go do that. I get it. Like humping on stage, nobody. Like that's just like, oh my god.
Like Bliss Chaos said, think Deadpool. Boss said, Alan, you can create an idol. By the way, I love all these hashtags for Joey. They're great. They're great hashtags, by the way. Keep them.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, keep them coming. Yeah.
To which Rui thought, yeah, let's do that. And that's what would eventually lead to the formation of BIS. So no, it wasn't a suggestion from Watanabe Junnosuke, and interestingly, when the idea was brought up, Rui says that Junnosuke made a weird face. At the time, Rui and Junnosuke didn't actually work that well together. Junnosuke was very strict with her, and that made her pretty much hate him. Seeing that weird look on his face was all she needed. She agreed to turn to the idol path. So instead of the articles being solely about Rui, it would be about the forming of her idol group. It also ended up being for more than 1 year, being a more permanent thing. However, Junnosuke wasn't very happy with the whole idol idea, and even at the beginning told Rui that she was on her own after failing to convince her to change her mind. This idea of doing it by yourself is actually what formed the basis for BIS's motto of DIY, something that prevailed throughout BIS's whole run. There is even footage of members setting up things before a concert. However, since starting things completely by herself was surprisingly a lot more challenging than one might have thought, Junnosuke did end up helping Rui out. Through Tsubasa Records, auditions were held to find members for her idol unit. Even though a PR campaign was also done for the auditions that were held in 2009, there were only around 30 people that applied. Luckily for Rui though, around that time the idol scene was completely blowing up, especially in Akihabara. Groups like Momoiro Clover Z, or should I say Momoiro Clover, that debuted around 2008 were gaining a lot of popularity, and even the idol group PASPO hit the top spot of the Oricon charts for the very first time. As you might have guessed,
that's our drummer's favorite idol group, PASPO. He loves him some PASPO, yeah. I don't know if he likes the music, but it's one of his favorites.
Started to like the whole going idol idea. As he explained in an interview, that was a time where even if the idol group weren't known, you would still get 30 or so people that would come and buy tickets for a show. I bet his eyes started turning into yen signs. The auditions for BIS were also shown via the streaming service Ustream, showing Rui interviewing each of the auditionees. Out of those that applied, 4 were selected, which, including Rui, would make 5 members in total. However, one of those selected decided to drop out, leaving BIS with 4 members that would make their debut: Rui, Hirano Nozomi, Yokoyama Rina, and Nakayama Yukiko. BIS's concept was a group of 4 that were pursuing their goal of becoming idols by researching idols. In other words, they weren't going off on the premise that they were already idols, but were just trying to be idols. Also, quote-unquote, researching idols also meant taking inspiration from other idol groups, and sometimes just straight up copying choreography. As some of you might know, the interpretation of this concept would eventually change too, just by a little. Officially, BIS's activities started from November 2010, but the first song they would release would be Taiyo no Jumon, released January the following year, a song from their debut album, the self-titled Brand New Idol Society, that would come out not so long after that. Although their songs were what one might consider to be more
awesome
traditional
concept.
idol songs, they still had that aggressive vibe that they would be more well known for down the line. A fundamental reason for this is that the people involved with helping BIS in terms of...
So someone was mentioning Otto, but Otto was talking about these issues or whatnot that was happening in Japanese culture, and that's why she had blown up. But besides the fact that she's a phenomenal vocalist, though, she's a really good singer. Like, she's the perfect person to like fight against like the Japanese society kind of thing and just be amazing at singing on top of that, you know?
Yeah.
On top of that.
behind the scenes would eventually become employees of WAC, or another music production company that they would often work with called Scrambles. They also happen to be the same people that helped with Rui's past solo career.
Yes,
For
I'm
their
triple
first
streaming
live
after double
performance,
fisting
the ones
Joey.
that actually booked
Absolutely.
the event were the members themselves. According to Rui, they lucked out. Through one of
I
the
don't know
members'
how I'm sitting.
connections, they managed to perform at an event where a group called Prodea, who are associated with PASPO, were also doing their first performance, meaning there were a lot of PASPO fans who turned up for that particular show.
Hey,
A pretty good start.
welcome.
However, when talking about BIS, there is of course one thing
What
that
up,
must be brought
Phantom?
up, and that's the insane way that they ended up marketing themselves, most notably through their provocative and sometimes
Caught me off
controversial
guard.
music videos, as well as their pretty over-the-top live performances. Being an indie group, which basically meant their budget was practically non-existent, their management, aka Watanabe Junnosuke, thought the only way to really make the group stand out and be noticed was through these methods. Junnosuke is actually a pretty controversial character among the Japanese interwebs for reasons such as these and others, but I won't get into all that for this video. And the first music video we would see from BIS that would start the flames going is for their self-titled song.
The
Being
Phantom in the
filmed
Night,
a
this
train
is going to be a
station,
YouTube
we
video.
can see the girls performing acts like cleaning and decorating the inside of a train. With what seems to be real passengers, this video received quite the backlash at the time of its release. Oh, and while standing up during the music video, Yokoyama Rina flashed her underwear or whatever, and apparently that was a big thing at the time. Right. I guess management got what they wanted. The fun doesn't stop there, as for their next music video for the song Paprika, they essentially seem to parody Tattoo's All the Things You Said.
Thinking about that just for a moment, that she showed her underwear, right?
Yeah.
At that particular moment. For Japan, that's like a huge fucking deal to reveal that much.
Yeah, they don't usually accept that kind of behavior.
And the fact that like then they do the humping and stuff on stage and like doing crazy stuff there. There's even this one artist, chat, help me remember who this artist was, but there's one artist that would spit on the crowd and stuff like that and like do stuff like that. We just watched this recently where she was, and they love it. They fucking love it. Ano does that. Yeah, there you go. Ano would like spit on the crowd and everything. And then, by the way, I remembered what group she was from. It was You'll Melt More. That was a group because everyone was telling me like, oh, it's not. She wasn't from a group, but it was You'll Melt More. Yeah. But there's some people in Japan that are like all for it.
Dude. I mean, because I think a lot of Japanese citizens are definitely, they're crying for like a change in their society. I think they know that they need a change, but we all know the change is also very hard.
Why do you think they would need a change like this though? Like, what change do you think they really need, in your opinion?
Well,
especially when a lot of us go over there and talk about how we love it so much the way it is. If they do some type of changes that could technically get rid of what's happening, over there.
I feel like that's because we are on the other side of the spectrum, right? Like we're very much open and very sexualized and very derogatory.
Yeah, we're more open with it.
Yeah, like all the advertisements, everybody's like naked, like practically naked, and it's just.
Yeah,
they're the complete opposite, right? They're like in their culture is very the opposite. They have like the little cafes that are, they have their things, but they're not out in the open.
Yeah,
they're not in the open at all. So and I'm not saying like they want to be more sexual. It's more like they want to not feel ostracized for being more open.
They just want to flash some underwear every once in a while. Let's get. I think there's a happy median, right? Like you said, one is completely one way and the other way is completely one way. There's no like in the middle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no in the middle.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Mixing in headbanging and also stockings.
I agree, Teresa. Joey should flash some underwear.
was very much on board with a lot of the management team's ideas, agreeing that this is how they could stand out from the rest. And for sure, those videos certainly brought in numbers and helped BIS start to develop quite a cult following, gaining fans that recognized that BIS was doing something really different from other idol groups around that time. By the way, their next music video was for the song Nerve, a solid fan favorite, which honestly even I really like. Compared to the others, it's actually a fairly normal music video. However, the packaging for the single looks like it's censored. Seems a bit familiar. Despite getting noticed, not everyone within the group felt comfortable with BIS's direction and the kind of reputation they started to gain. In later interviews, Ri would explain that there were actually a lot of arguments behind the scenes. I think it's important to understand that Ri had applied for tons of auditions, and it was the Tsubasa Records one that she finally managed to pass. Now experiencing some sort of success, she wanted to keep things going on as much as possible. She also commented that
because if you're not getting in any other groups and then this group, this anti-idol group that's kind of being created by accident at this point, right? It just happened to be going in this direction. It's the only one that you can get. Like, do you leave it? You're going against the grain. You're not going with what society expects. That can get rough.
Actually just enjoying herself, but for one member it was just all too much. After around 6 months, starting member Yokoyama Rina would end up leaving BIS. After all the weird things they were doing
be in Japan in February, maybe we can catch one.
Putting decorations around inside a train or headbanging with stockings pulled over their heads, Rina believed BIS had diverged far too much from her lifelong dream.
See, I hear that and I'm like, that doesn't sound that bad. They put some stockings over their head and headbang. Like,
being in a standard.
But as an American, I'm sure for them it's like That's a horrible thing to do or something.
Her final performance in BIS was in the Lifehouse Shimokitazawa shelter on June 24th, 2011. This also wouldn't be the only time BIS had a member graduate. In fact, over the years, they would experience a number of member changes. A famous Japanese interviewer, Yoshida Go, who would also interview Rui years later, commented that he saw BIS as having two kinds of members, those that were brainwashed by Watanabe Junnosuke and those that were not. This might be a big reason as to why there was so much infighting. This is very untraditional direction for their music videos would lead to what is arguably the video most people think of when it comes to BIS. In July 2011, they released their music video for My Eye. In it, the members undress themselves and run seemingly naked through a forest. As you can imagine, this caused quite the stir, but they were using skin-colored covers, so they weren't actually fully nude. The video though,
skin
now
covers.
has
It's
over
okay.
12
Yeah, they got
million
skin cover,
views on YouTube.
but still,
in regards
for
to
Japan,
the video, Junnosuke explains pretty much what I said previously, that it was all about getting people to know the group. Around that time, they only had about 100 people that would come and see them live, and as long as the members were on board with it, this is what he thought was necessary. Rui actually mentions that her family ended up watching the video, but thought it still wasn't as bad as Paprika. Based. Thanks to Junnosuke, over the course of those 4 years, BIS had done quite a lot of other nutty and weird things besides making provocative music videos on a budget. From making a weird hip-hop side project called
with Baby Metal, they had a lot of attention brought towards their way when they did the whole thing of being like crucified on the crosses pretty much.
That definitely drew some attention.
Yeah, that I'm sure got them a lot of attention. I don't know if it helped them a lot with getting them more popular, but I'm sure it did. I'm sure that garnered a lot of fans.
Well, I mean, just talking about it is, that's what they're looking for. Whether it's good or bad, just talking about it, just being part of a conversation. That's all they need.
Cynical was saying there are some underground idol groups that are essentially strippers having karaoke night. Damn. That's one way to put it. But yeah, so the only thing with stuff like this, when you go to these extremes, when do you hit the limit? Because then you have to keep one-upping each other, and like how far do you go to one-up each other?
Well, that's our problem. That's our problem here in America. We one-upped each other so hard.
Bro, we got musicians. We got musicians eating shit on stage now.
The desperation for attention and to be noticed is out of control.
I did not mean to do a heart thing, but that was hilarious.
Oh my God. Wait. What? What?
Bob said, huh? You haven't seen that video yet? You should check it out. We got a video about a musician eating shit on stage. But where do you draw the line? Like, okay, you have to go nude at this point, right?
I mean, dude, look, come on. Look at American pop music right now. They're fucking naked and talking about sucking big dicks and having big asses and big tits. Like, that's how desperate they're
wet ass
getting.
pussy, bro.
Wet ass pussy, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and not even being creative about the lyrics either. They're like legitimately talking about sucking big dicks and having big ass. Like, they just say it. Like, it's not even.
Pubaka brought up a point earlier. America is in the trajectory of just like censoring everything, but not in the media yet. It hasn't been in the media. Well, actually, no, it has. There has been some censoring in the media. Like, you can't joke around as much now. Like, they're getting really strict about that. You can't make jokes.
Well,
so I see where Pubaka's coming from. Shit. He's right. Yeah, there has been like a lot of censorship happening in the U.S.
Well, yeah, cancel culture was getting on that shit. Where like if you said the wrong thing or didn't say what some people liked, bam, they would go on this hiatus to fucking kick people out.
Yeah, for sure.
You lose your job.
All right, well, let's finish this off.
Collabing with a band called Hijo Kaidan to form BIS Kaidan, delivering some of the craziest live performances you've ever seen. By the way, apparently fans at these shows had to sign a waiver so that the group wouldn't be sued if a fan gets injured by some flying object. If there was a chance to create some sort of buzz, BIS would take it. One thing that BIS did, which I haven't actually heard many talk about, is the time that Junnosuke made the members cosplay as different famous characters and try to invade a Momoiro Clover Z event. Member Nakayama Yukiko even ran up to a truck that was promoting the group. But it was all for naught, as apparently the event had already finished by the time they got there because Junnosuke messed up the time. Bis ended up doing a small impromptu performance on the street, and Junnosuke ended up doing a dogeza. Just another day for Bis. Despite all the backstage bickering and member changes, Bis created quite a name for themselves and even managed to get onto a major label in 2012. That would also mean that a lot of the more insane ideas that Bis had were rejected by the—
See, this is something I really like about the idol groups in Japan, or the groups like this, because they have the band there playing. Like in the US, they immediately go to backing tracks. I mean, even Baby Metal had backing tracks in the beginning until they got more famous, and then they were able to afford to change it up. But I love the fact that when they do make enough money, they go ahead and they start bringing in a real band. I really appreciate that. I seriously do. I love the fact that, maybe they'll start off with the backing tracks or whatnot, but then eventually they will get a band like on there, which is really freaking cool.
But on the other hand, they were also able to do bigger things. This would include 2 movies and even an animated series, all starring the Bis members. Pretty cool. However, over time, it seems that Rui's feelings towards the group started to change. I mean, with constant member changes and tales of negative exchanges behind the scenes, I guess it wasn't hard to see this coming. Not only that, it wasn't just Rui, but the management and the other members too that seemed to run out of steam. During an event in February 2014, Bis would announce that they would be holding their last concert on July 8th in Yokohama
That's true, Brian.
Arena.
There's
Apparently,
exceptions.
they were hoping for the Budokan, Japan's most famous arena, but their reputation wouldn't allow for that. The first generation of Bis had an amazing run, and even to this day, they are still talked about. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys.
Yeah, they're saying in chat, there are exceptions like Atarashi Gakko for sure. They still only use tracks. Luis said bands are usually for special one-man events. Is it really? It's only for one-man events?
Dang, really? They don't use them more often?
By the way, make sure you go subscribe to Nihon John for putting this awesome video together. Definitely learned a lot from it, and I appreciate him doing that. So make sure you go subscribe to him, show him some love. That was a really good video. Now we're gonna do some reactions. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you need to go to Twitch to be a part of the reactions, because we can't do it on YouTube because YouTube don't like live video reactions for some reason. So go follow us on Twitch right now. So we're going to end the stream on YouTube. So come join us. Come join us over here. We got a bunch of requests already in. I'm sure we have some bangers to react to. If you guys want, I can show you guys my Electric Callboy reaction ahead of time. If you guys want to see that before it's even up. Should we make Ellen and Joey watch some MCZ live show? What's the MCZ live show?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Bye, YouTube peeps. We appreciate you. Make sure you follow us on twitch.tv to be part of the live reactions.
Bye, YouTube.
The VOD will be posted afterwards. So if you do make a request, the VOD will be posted shortly afterwards. So bye, YouTube. See you later. Come over to Twitch. Do it. Did you do it yet? Are you on Twitch? Oh, Memorial Clover Z. Gotcha. Maybe Joey and I are going to Japan when again?